So in the Swift motorhome, we have got a combination of the normal iNet Truma control for the boiler on the left, and then Swift's very own control panel on the right hand side, which is all digitally controlled from the screen. And this is the home screen that we're looking at the moment. So to turn it on, you just press the big button on the left hand side, and if you look along the top, you'll see the temperature inside the vehicle, external temperature, day, date, etc. And then on the right hand side, you've got the leisure battery and the vehicle battery. So 50% charge in the leisure battery at the moment, 75% in the vehicle battery. The main other big buttons you've got a water pump. You press that, you turn the pump on. That's on off with the pump. You've got an awning light just outside the door. Then you've got lighting, and here you'll have on the left hand side that controls the lights in the rear, and the right hand side is the lights in the front. So if you press you can turn them off completely, otherwise you use the individual switches around the vehicle. As you can see, if you turn that on, miraculously the light comes on. All pretty straightforward. You can also dim the lights if you wish to, using the dimmers on either side. After the lighting, you've then got a power setting, and this is showing you the power that is held at the moment in the leisure battery, the vehicle battery, which is the one in the bonnet, and then of course you've got a solar panel on the roof, and that's showing you what's being pulled through the solar panel at the moment. You'll notice on the leisure battery it's now reading 11.8 volts. It's not plugged in to an electrical hookup, so the vehicle is currently running just on that. You'll also notice that it's at 50%. So you really don't ever want to allow the leisure battery to drop below 11 volts. If you do see it starting to deplete, despite the fact you've got a solar panel, you will get through it. The only way you can charge that back up again is to go to an electrical hookup and plug in, and that will then recharge the leisure battery. Alternatively, you need to start the engine and run the engine. That either going for a drive, or you can just run it and just let it slowly build back up again. As it's running, you'll probably need to run it for about half an hour to get it back up to full charge again. Underneath that, you'll see selected battery, leisure battery. You do not want to touch that and put it onto the vehicle battery by mistake, because you'll then start to drain the vehicle battery, and then that will eventually mean that you won't be able to start the engine. So it's always got to be on the leisure battery. Next up, after the power, you've then got the water levels, and this gives you again the reading for what's in the fresh water and in the wastewater. Also on the water screen, you'll see that you use this screen to empty your wastewater. So obviously as this then starts to fill up, this is just the grey water. This is basically everything that goes down the plug holes and in the shower. It doesn't have anything to do with the toilet. It's just the grey water. So to empty it, you simply press this button, empty waste, and then you confirm, and you will then hear the little motor starting up, and it will start to drop your wastewater. So the grey water, when you've pressed the button, will come out of this bit at the back of the motorhome. There's no nasties in it. You just got to, obviously drop it out at the water collection point. The heating, you don't need to go into this, because actually all of the heating is controlled from the Truma control to the left hand side, so you don't ever need to go into the heating bit. And the bits along the bottom, again, you don't really need to bother about, apart from fridge, which you will need. So the fridge will show you the the mode of the fridge. So at the moment it's set to off. We would advise you always have it run on auto, and then it will pick up with you're connected on gas or electric hookup. If, however, you did want to do a manual selection, then you can press gas or the 12 volt if you're going to be driving from A to B. But the best thing to do is to leave it on auto, and it will figure it out for itself. And that is your control panel.